All right. Good evening and welcome to City Field. This is the third Board Ninjas Woodworking presentation of Mets baseball in 2021. I'm Joey Buckholtz, bringing you Red Sox Mets tonight. For those of you newer to the group, this is something I do once a month, featuring this bad boy right here. This is courtesy of John Boyd from Board Ninjas Woodworking. Very handsome piece of machinery, if you will. I'll be ordering probably 2 or 3 more of these in the next coming months from John. After tonight's broadcast, I'll get you information on where you can get yours. He can do any major league team. They have a football product. So this is the third installment, 3rd out of 6 for 2021. Last time we did this, the Mets lost 15-8. So if anyone thinks this is rigged for me to get the Mets a couple of wins, lifetime, the year and a half we've been doing this so far, I believe the Mets are 2-5 in these games. So no gimme whatsoever. But again, Board Ninjas Woodworking, all the outcomes are right there on the board. I'll be giving you play-by-play. I think the last time this took about 45 minutes or so. But again, it was 15-8. There were a lot of walks. It was pretty messy. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll get you the Utopian Baseball Universe report. We had 7 other games tonight. You'll actually see the scores for those games during our broadcast. I'll just kind of be alternating between the two, but then you'll get the highlights later, and we'll give you a little bit more information later in the show. Let's get to the starting lineups first for the Boston Red Sox. Leading off and playing second base, Dustin Pedroia. Batting second and playing third base, Wade Boggs. Batting third tonight and playing left field, Ted Williams. Batting fourth and playing first base, David Ortiz. Batting fifth and playing right field, Manny Ramirez. Batting sixth and playing center field tonight, Jim Rice. Batting eighth and playing shortstop, Nomar Garciaparra. Catching and batting eighth, Jason Varitek. And pitching for the Red Sox tonight and batting ninth, John Lester. And for the Mets, leading off and playing center field, Lenny Dykstra. Batting second and playing third base, David Wright. Batting third and playing right field, Darryl Strawberry. Batting fourth and catching, Mike Piazza. Batting fifth and playing first base, Pete Alonso. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, Howard Johnson. Batting seventh and playing left field, Mookie Wilson. Batting eighth and playing second base, Jeff McNeil. And pitching and batting ninth tonight, Jerry Koosman. So, we'll get underway. We'll take you out to Citi Field. This is only the second or third time I've used StreamYard on my phone. I love the quality of the audio and the video. I can manipulate the banners, so we're going to try to get you score updates on screen. If you have comments, I'll probably just refer to those verbally rather than do a bunch of typing. So without further ado, let's take you to Citi Field for the Red Sox and Mets. Here we go. Just shutting down my Mac because it's loud. All right, these are actual dice. Actual dice. You get a double. You get 2 ones. It's a homer. Pretty much everything's on the board. You can advance 2 runners on a single. There's double plays, walks, hit by pitch. Pretty much everything here. If I land on a 1 and a 6, it's a double or triple, so then I have to roll again. If I get a 6, it's a triple. Anything else, it's a double. I'll kind of explain as I go along. Again, Red Sox Mets, top of the first inning, Jerry Koosman facing Dustin Pedroia. And Pedroia grounds out to short, 6-3, 1 away here in the first inning. Obviously, we're not doing pitch by pitch. We'll be here all night. That's why it takes about 40, 45 minutes or so. Wade Boggs, the batter for the Red Sox. And Boggs is going to fly out to center field, 2 away for the Red Sox. 2 up, 2 down for Jerry Koosman, facing Ted Williams, the left fielder, and the pitch. And Williams is going to fly out to center field. So Koosman gets the Red Sox 1-2-3 in the first, as Mitch Nellis has already turned the show off. Mitch is one of our bigger Red Sox fans. If you're watching tonight, Mitch, welcome. And we head to the bottom of the first. No score here. No score here at Citi Field. John Lester facing Lenny Dykstra. And Dykstra with a leadoff single to center field. So we have 1 on. Nobody out here in the first for David Wright, the captain. And David Wright's going to actually ground into a 6-4-3 double play here. So Lester allows the single, gets the ground ball. 2 away here in the first inning for Darryl Strawberry. And Strawberry's going to ground out to the first baseman. 3 unassisted. So despite giving up that leadoff single, Lester gets out of the first inning unharmed. As we head to the second inning, no score here at Citi Field. So this is kind of the weird part, is that when I do any edits, everything disappears. And it takes a second to refresh. So here we go. No score. Let's get you some scores from earlier tonight. We'll give you the East scoreboard. You guys can munch on that if you'd like here. Second inning, David Ortiz facing Jerry Koosman. And Ortiz is going to fly out to deep right field. Strawberry's got it. 1 down here in the second. Manny Ramirez. And Ramirez is going to draw a walk. 1 out walk for Ramirez. I'm actually scoring the game too. And I do this when I actually go to games. So if you're thinking of going to a game with me at some point in 2021, I haven't been to one in 2 years. I score it. It's just something old men do. Jim Rice, 1 on, 1 out. And Jim Rice with a base hit to center. Ramirez station to station. So we have 2 on, 1 out. For Nomar Garcia-Pera, top of the second, no score here at Citi Field. The pitch to Nomar. Nomar's going to fly out to left field. Two away here in the second. Two on, 2 out. Jason Varitek, the batter for the Red Sox, the pitch. And Varitek's going to bounce to third to end the inning. So the Red Sox threaten, draw a walk, a base hit, but do not score as we head to the bottom of the second. No score here at Citi Field. Tonight's game brought to you by Board Ninjas Woodworking. John Boyd makes this handsome board. And again, I'll throw a link up at the end of the show. You can get yourself one of these as well. Any team. He'll customize it too. And John Boyd is the newest member of the Fugazi Fantasy Football Federation. That's right. My fantasy football league is WWE themed. Bottom of the second here, Mike Piazza facing John Lester. The pitch. Piazza's going to line out to center. One away here in the second. Pete Alonso facing John Lester. And Alonso's going to single to left field. Second hit for the Mets. 1 on, 1 out for Howard Johnson playing shortstop tonight. And Howard Johnson's going to bounce into a double play here, a 4-6-3. So Lester gets out of another inning with a double play. No runs, a hit for the Mets. Itchy left foot. So we'll just do a quick edit here. I wish they'd let you leave the stuff up as it's being edited. We've put Men on the Moon. All right, there we go. No score. Red Sox Mets, Citi Field. I want you to get all of that hat. It's an important hat. All right, top of the third here. Let's get you some scores from the North Division tonight. John Lester, the batter, facing Jerry Koosman. And Lester's going to fly out to center field. One away here for the Red Sox. Whoop. My desk is adjustable, and it just scared the shit out of me. I locked it, so I think we're good now. All right, 1 out here in the third. Dustin Pedroia, he bounced to short his first time. And he's going to fly out to center field. 2 away here in the third for Wade Boggs. The pitch to Boggs. Boggs is going to pop to short. You don't see that a lot. So another 1-2-3 inning for Jerry Koosman. No score here at Citi Field. Third inning, bottom of the third. John Lester facing Mookie Wilson, the left fielder. The pitch to Wilson. Wilson's going to bounce to second. Pitcher's duel tonight thus far. Here's Jeff McNeil, the second baseman. And McNeil's going to ground out to second. Lester's faced the minimum here in the third. He's given up 2 hits, but he's erased them both with double plays. Here's Jerry Koosman. Koosman with a single to center field. Third hit for the Mets. This one comes with 2 outs. Lenny Dykstra, the batter, he singled his first time. The pitch to Nails. And Lenny's going to fly out to center field to end the inning. Once again, the Mets get on base, but can't take advantage of it. As we are through 3 here at Citi Field, no score. Red Sox and Mets, Board Ninjas Woodworking. Get you a score update in case you're just tuning in right now. And there we go. Get you back to those East scores from earlier tonight. Top of the 4th inning here at Citi Field, no score. Red Sox Mets pitchers duel. Ted Williams, the greatest who ever done it. And Williams going to single to left field. Second hit for the Red Sox. Leadoff batter on. This is David Ortiz. He flew to right field his first time. And Ortiz is going to single to center. Williams is going to hold at second. Back-to-back singles here in the fourth for the Red Sox. So they got something brewing with Manny Ramirez, who walked his first time. The pitch to Ramirez. That's a base hit. Bases are loaded for the Red Sox here. Kuzman's in a little bit of trouble. 3 straight singles to open the fourth. Bases are loaded. Jim Rice facing Jerry Kuzman. Nobody out. The pitch to Rice. That's going to be extra bases. That's going to get to the wall. That's going to be a double. 2 runs are going to score as the Red Sox take the lead here in the fourth inning on a 2-run double by Jim Rice. Rice is 2 for 2 today as the Sox take the lead here. Let's get a little edit going. All right, 2-0. Second and third, still nobody out for the Red Sox. 4 straight hits to lead off the fourth. Nomar Garciaparra, base hit. That'll bring in the 3rd run. Kuzman getting rocked here in the fourth as it's now 3-0 Red Sox. Still nobody out. All right, first and third, nobody out. Bullpen looks like it's warming up now. Jason Varitek, the batter. Varitek, that's going to be extra bases. That's going to be a double. Another run is in. And just like that, Kuzman's night is done. Kuzman's given up 6 straight hits here in the fourth inning, and his day is done. Let's see. All right, so the 2 men on base belong to Kuzman. 4 runs are in, nobody out. Second and third. John Lester, the batter. The new pitcher is going to be Dellin Betances. The pitch. He's going to line to short. So 1 away here. Let's get you a score update. All right, 4-0 Red Sox. 1 out here in the fourth. 6 straight hits to open the inning for the Red Sox. Here's Dustin Pedroia. Pedroia's going to line to short. So 2 away here. Facing Wade Boggs, the pitch to Boggs. Wade Boggs, it's going to drop in for a base hit. 2 runs are going to score. It's 6-0 Red Sox. 2-run single for Boggs. All 6 runs charged to Kuzman as the Sox bat around here in the fourth. 2 outs, man on first for Ted Williams, who led this off with a single. And Ted Williams with his second single of the inning. 2 on, 2 out for David Ortiz. Ortiz singles. The Bluebirds are out. Six runs are already in. The bases are loaded. 2 outs. Manny Ramirez, the batter. And Ramirez is going to bounce into a fielder's choice to finally end the inning. 6 runs on 9 hits. 6 runs on 9 hits. All the runs earned or charged to Kuzman. All right, bottom of the 4th, 6-0 Red Sox. Red Sox had 6 runs on 9 hits in the 4th inning. Jerry Kuzman's line, 3 innings, 6 earned. There hasn't even been a strikeout in this game yet. So here we go to the bottom of the 4th. David Wright, 0 for 1. Pitch to Wright. He's going to bounce out to short. 1 away for Darryl Strawberry. He's 0 for 1. Pitch to Strawberry. Straw is going to ground out to first, unassisted. It's the second time he's done that today. Here's Mike Piazza. He's 0 for 1. The pitch to Piazza. Piazza's going to ground to third. 1-2-3 inning for Lester. It's the first inning that the Mets didn't collect a base runner. So we head to the 5th inning. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Mets nothing. Sorry, you have to watch me mouth breathe while I change this in 2 spelling errors. There we go. All right, 6-0 Red Sox. As we head to the top of the 5th inning, my scorebook is a mess from that 4th inning. Another new pitcher for the Mets here. We're going to go with Dennis Cook. The Kansas didn't allow any runs. He gave up 3 hits. He was hit pretty hard. So Dennis Cook coming on here in the 5th, facing Jim Rice. Base hit for Jim Rice. Jim Rice is 3 for 3 today. 11th hit for the Red Sox. Here's Nomar. Nomar is going to ground out into a 6-4-3. So 2 away here in the 5th, and this is Jason Varitek, 1 for 2 today. Varitek strikes out, looking, ends the inning. First strikeout in this game. As we hit to the bottom of the 5th, Red Sox 6, Mets nothing. Bottom of the 5th here, Pete Alonso facing John Lester. The pitch to Alonso. That's going to be a ground ball to the third baseman. He'll picks and fires, gets him. That brings up Howard Johnson hitting from the right side tonight. Howard Johnson to left field and deep. That's going to get out of here. Gone for Howard Johnson. Puts the Mets on the board. 6-1 here in the 5th. Get you that update here. Try not to look like such a jerk when I do it. All right, 6-1 on that Howard Johnson solo homer. That brings up Jeff McNeil. And McNeil is going to ground out the pitcher. 1-3 on the putout. And I'm sorry, that was Mookie Wilson. Now Jeff McNeil with 2 outs. The pitch to McNeil. And he looks at called strike 3, and that's going to end the inning for the Mets. But they're on the board. Solo homer by Howard Johnson. Through 5 innings here at Citi Field, it's 6-1 Red Sox. Another edit. All right, there we go. Show you the East scores from earlier tonight. Yankees over the Phillies 4-3. Expos over the Nationals 6-1. And on ABC's Monday Night Baseball tonight, the Blue Jays over the Orioles 3-1. We'll get you all the highlights for those games immediately following this telecast. We'll go right into the Utopian Baseball Universe report for Monday, June 14th, Flag Day, as it were, which I learned on A Little Thunder this morning that originated in Wisconsin. I did not know that. 6th inning, Dennis Cook facing John Lester to start the 6th. Red Sox up 6-1. And Lester's going to pop up to the center fielder, shallow center field. And that brings up Dustin Pedroia. Pedroia and Lester are the only 2 Red Sox to not collect a base hit today. Pedroia is 0 for 3 and the pitch. And that's going to be a fly out to center. So Pedroia is 0 for 4. That brings up Wade Boggs. Had that big 2-run single. The pitch to Boggs. And he's going to fly to deep left field to end the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Cook. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, 6-1 Red Sox from Citi Field. All the scoring in this game, well, let me take that back. 6 runs in the 4th for the Red Sox. 1 run in the 5th for the Mets on the Howard Johnson homer. Bottom of the 6th, we're going to see a pinch batter here for Dennis Cook. We're going to bring up Todd Hundley, pinch hitter here. Pitch to Hundley. Draws a walk. First walk for Lester tonight. Here's Lenny Dykstra. 1 on, nobody out. The pitch to Dykstra. He's going to pop up into left field. One away for David Wright. He's 0 for 2 today. Pitch to Wright. And that's going to be another double play for Wright. His second double play tonight. 5-4-3 ends the inning. So Lester is through 6. Leads this one 6-1. As we head to the 7th inning, Jesse Orosco coming on for the Mets. All right, 7th inning at Citi Field. Red Sox 6, Mets 1. Red Sox scored 6 runs in the 4th on 9 hits. Let's take you to the North Division games tonight. Give quick update. Tigers over the Brewers tonight, 5-2. Twins all over the Pirates, 11-8. If I'm not mistaken, I think that was the score when Adam Sandler's red hooded sweatshirt beat Sandler in basketball. I think it was 11-8. White Sox over the Reds tonight, 6-2. And the Indians whitewashed the Cubs 9-0 in Cleveland. Again, we'll get you all the highlights for those games later tonight. As we return to Citi Field for the top of the 7th inning, Red Sox and Mets. Ted Williams leading off the inning. Ted Williams had 2 singles in the 4th inning. So he's 2 for 3 today. Here's the pitch to Williams. And again, the new pitcher for the Mets is Jesse Orosco. And Ted Williams with his 3rd hit of the day. I just realized that this scorebook only gives me 9 innings. And I had to use 2 columns for the 4th inning. So I have to improvise later. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together, you and I. All right, leadoff single for the Red Sox, David Ortiz. He also had 2 singles in the 4th. The pitch to Ortiz. And he's going to line out to short. 1 away for Manny Ramirez. 1 for 2 with a walk. He scored a run. The pitch to Ramirez. And that's going to be a high fly ball to center, but that's going to get caught by Lenny Dykstra. 2 away, Jim Rice, 2 for 3, 2 RBIs. Actually, he's 3 for 3. He's got 3 hits today. The pitch to Rice. Oh, another gapper for Rice. That's going to be a double. Williams is going to hold at 3rd. 4 hits for Rice today. 2 doubles. 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs for Nomar. Nomar's 1 for 3 with a run scored. The pitch. And he's going to pop up to the center fielder. That's going to end the inning. 2 hits for the Red Sox. They do not score. As we head to the bottom of the 7th, stretch time here at Citi Field. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Mets 1. All right, John Lesser's still in there for the Red Sox in the 7th inning. He's only given up 4 hits. He's walked 1, struck out 1. The leadoff batter is going to be Darryl Strawberry. He's bounced to first twice. The pitch to Strawberry. Called strike 3. 2nd strikeout for Lester. That'll bring up Mike Piazza. Yeah, Piazza is 0 for 2 today. He flew to center and grounded to 3rd. And he's going to ground to short. And they're going to get him. 2 outs here in the 7th. Pete Alonso, 1 for 2 with a single. The pitch to Alonso. And that's going to be ripped into left field. Base hit. 2nd hit for Alonso. 5th hit for the Mets tonight. Brings up Howard Johnson. Hit that solo homer his last time up. The pitch to Hojo. And he's going to strike out swinging to end the inning. 2 strikeouts for Lester in the inning. Mets waste 1. We are through 7 here at Citi Field. Heading to the 8th inning, it's the Red Sox 6 and the Mets 1. You are watching the Utopian Baseball Universe Network here on StreamYard and Facebook. Here we go. Back to those E-scores for you here. 6-1 Mets in the 8th. New pitcher. 5th pitcher for the Mets tonight. This is going to be Turk Wendell. 8th inning here. Jason Varitek, 1 for 3. The pitch to Varitek. That's going to be a fly ball to left field. That's going to get caught. Lester looks like he's gonna hit for himself here. He's 0 for 3 today. And he's gonna pop up to the catcher. 2 away here in the 8th for Dustin Pedroia. He's 0 for 4. The pitch to Petey. And he's gonna ground out. So Dustin Pedroia, 0 for 5 on the night. Can't get a break. Nothing doing for the Red Sox here in the 8th as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. 6-1 Red Sox. John Lester facing Mookie Wilson here in the 8th inning. Wilson's 0 for 2. The pitch to Wilson. He looks at strike 3. 4th strikeout for Lester. Jeff McNeil, and then a pinch batter for the Mets. And McNeil strikes out swinging. 5th strikeout for Lester. 4th strikeout in his last 2 innings. He struck out the last 3 Mets he's faced. Pinch batter here is going to be Turkey Stearns. Stearns hitting for the Mets with 2 outs in the 8th. The pitch. And he's going to pop up to 3rd, and that's going to be caught to end the inning. Lester's through 8, 6-1 as we head to the 9th inning. Red Sox did all their scoring in the 4th inning. 6 runs on 9 hits. The first 6 Red Sox reached base in that inning. And then the Mets just got a solo homer from Howard Johnson. So here we go, top of the 9th. Another new pitcher for the Mets. It's going to be the 6th pitcher. This is going to be John Franco. Normally their closer. He wasn't closing games this weekend as the Mets got swept by the Nationals. So we're in the top of the 9th. John Franco going to face Wade Boggs here. Wade Boggs is 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. And the pitch to Boggs. And that's going to be a strikeout. So again, I got to improvise and I can use the margins here. Ted Williams, 3 hits today. Facing John Franco, the pitch. And Ted Williams is going to bounce to 2nd. Easy play for McNeil, 2 away. David Ortiz, 2 for 4. The pitch to Ortiz. And he's going to line out to 1st. So nothing doing for the Sox here in the 9th. As we head to the bottom of the 9th, it's the Red Sox 6 and the Mets 1. Bob Stanley coming on in the 9th for the Red Sox. Non-save situation. Red Sox are up 6-1. Top of the order for the Mets. Lenny Dykstra facing Bob Stanley, the pitch. And that's going to be a single up the middle for Dykstra. His 2nd hit tonight. 6th hit for the Mets. Here's David Wright. And if you can believe this, David Wright has bounced into a 5-4-3 double play. The 3rd double play he's hit into tonight. And that brings up Darryl Strawberry. He's 0 for 3, struck out his last time. Bob Stanley facing Darryl Strawberry. And Strawberry's going to hit one to deep center, but that's going to be playable. And that is your ball game. As the Boston Red Sox come into Citi Field tonight, score 6 runs in the 4th, and that's it. Mets get a home run in the next inning by Howard Johnson. That's all of their scoring for the night. So that's it. from Citi Field, the Red Sox beat the Mets tonight 6-1 in the Board Ninjas Woodworking game of the month of June. Again, look at this handsome piece of equipment here. In about 20 minutes or so, I'm going to let you guys know where you can find one of these. I'm going to order 2 more baseball ones and probably a football one this fall. I'm going to get probably 1 or 2 of these a year going forward. Great work from John Boyd. I have a lot of fun doing these. Tim St. Clair and I are going to do this game in August, the Yankees-Mets. We're going to be on the live split screen doing this game in August. So let's get you some of the highlights from tonight around the Utopian Baseball universe. We're gonna move you guys over here so I can read to you. Let's get you the scores. All right, so I've already got it up there. Anyway, Yankees beat the Phillies tonight 4-3. Thurman Munson with a 3-run homer in the 7th tied this game, and then Derek Jeter with an infield RBI single in the 8th gave the Yankees the lead for good. Munson's 3rd homer of the year. Dave Righetti pitched the last 2 for the Yankees to win his 2nd game. Pete Alexander took the loss. He's 7-5. The Blue Jays bounced back after their loss yesterday in Philadelphia. Monday Night Baseball tonight, they went into Baltimore and win 3-1. Blue Jays scoring 2 runs in the 9th. R.A. Dickey, 8 innings, 1 earned. He only allowed 2 hits and struck out 4. Luis Gurriel Jr. hit his 1st homer of the year for the Blue Jays, and Frank Robinson hit his 10th for the Orioles. And in D.C. tonight, the Expos beat the Nationals 6-1. Corbin Burns, complete game 7 hitter, struck out 6. Tim Wallach and Luke Voigt each drove in 3 runs to account for all the Expos scoring as they beat the Nationals tonight 6-1. In the North Division, the Tigers came into Milwaukee tonight and beat the Brewers 5-2. Bill Foster, complete game 5 hitter, 5 strikeouts. Sam Crawford had 3 hits, stole a base, scored a run. Hank Greenberg hit his 12th homer for the Tigers. Gorman Thomas homered for the Brewers, his 8th. Foster improves to 7-3. Juan Nieves falls to 4-5 for the Brewers. Twins 11, Pirates 8 tonight. Kirby Puckett, 3 homers in this game. This is the 2nd straight day that someone hit 3 homers in the universe. Puckett had 3 tonight. He also doubled. He drove in 6 runs. Roberto Clemente had 4 hits. Hannes Wagner drove in 3 runs. Very exciting game tonight at Target Field. I bet Justin Pfeffer was there tonight. Puckett again hits 3 as the Twins win 11-8 against the Pirates. The White Sox beat the Reds tonight 6-2. Our very own Jack McDowell, his 1st complete game of the year, complete game 6 hitter. He was also 2 for 4 at the plate with an RBI. Joe Jackson and Robin Ventura each with 3 hits and a run scored for the White Sox as they take care of business in Cincinnati tonight 6-2. And our final game was the Indians 9 and the Cubs nothing. Addy Joss with a complete game 2 hitter, 7 strikeouts. He walked 5, but he was very effective getting out of jams. Jim Thome, 3 hits and 3 RBIs. Tris Speaker had 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Jose Ramirez hit his 8th homer for the Indians. Joss improves to 8-5, and Kerry Wood takes the loss. He's 2-1. Let's take a look at tomorrow. Our ESPN game tomorrow night is going to be Expos Nationals. Our Xbox stream, our next Xbox game is going to be tomorrow night, White Sox and Reds. That's going to be Lucas Giolito versus Johnny Cueto. So very much looking forward to presenting that to you tomorrow. Later tonight, we'll be throwing out the first poll for the All-Star games. That'll be later tonight. Might throw some baseball cards up there. And then again, if you're playing in the trivia tournament in that first game, expect a message from me in the next 24 hours as we try to get a date and time locked up for that. Those games, as well as the Utopian Cafe, which is debuting 2 weeks from today, will be exclusively on YouTube. So if you're watching these videos now and you like the content, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, Utopian Baseball Universe. I'll probably throw links up on the Facebook group after they're done. But as far as a live coverage, it's going to be exclusively on YouTube starting June 28th. You'll still be able to see the Xbox streams on Facebook Live, but any Utopian Baseball Universe report, the cafe, the power rankings, those are all going to YouTube in 2 weeks. So um, the next time you'll see me will be for the Xbox game tomorrow, White Sox and Reds. And then tomorrow night, about 10:30 or so, it's the Utopian Baseball Universe report, getting you all the scores and highlights for your Tuesday. So from everyone here at the Utopian Baseball Universe, this is Joey saying good night.